Look at all these new shows on Cartoon Network. It would take forever to review each show individually. I'm going to review 4 shows in one video. No time to waste. Moving on to the first show. Uncle Grandpa. He's everyone's uncle and grandpa. He's my Uncle Grandpa and your Uncle Grandpa. I don't have an Uncle Grandpa. Shut the fuck up. Now you do. This show is about Uncle Grandpa helping out kids with their problems, like them not being popular enough or getting over fear. Just name a few.
How'd you get over your fear?
I did it!
Other episodes revolve Uncle Grandpa and his friends, which consist of Mr. Gus, a dinosaur who's the voice of reason of the show, which also results in him being the butt of the jokes.
Okay guys, I've had enough fun for one day. Can we please head back and just wash dishes to pay our bill?
Bellybag is Uncle Grandpa's fanny pack. He carries Uncle Grandpa's shit and is also his best friend, so basically that one friend that has all the equipment but everyone takes for granted. Giant realistic flying tiger, she's exactly what she sounds like. I'll give them points for clarification. I was gonna call her a medium large hyper realistic hovering lion. She's the girl of the group, so it wouldn't be a sausage fest. And last but certainly not least, Pizza Steve. He's a talking pizza that's too cool for you. He's the cocky one out of the group and always says stuff that impresses Uncle Grandpa, but Mr. Gus refuses to put up with his shit. You may recognize he's voiced by Adam Devine from Workaholics.
Who got that?
I'm sorry, were you saying something? Please continue.
You got it.
The comedy is in form of slapstick and weird humor, which would turn a lot of people off, but give the show a chance. It's on Tuesday nights. What else would you be doing on a Tuesday night? And I swear, it's not an incest show.
Okay, now to fight magical spells with magical spells. Uncle Grandpaticus! Good morning! Are you happy now? Yeah.
That's why the people of this world believe in garnet, amethyst, and pearl, and Steven!
I'm so glad they decided to reboot Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels. It has a short chubby male lead and 3 hot chicks going on adventures. It's basically the same show. In all seriousness, Steven Universe is a great show. You have Steven, who's the main protagonist of the show, going on adventures and fighting random monsters. He hangs out with 3 other girls. Garnet, the leader, who's laid back and her weapon of choice are Hulk hands.
At least that's my way of doing it.
Pearl is the motherly one of the group. She used her sword to cut away evil monsters.
Steven, until you learn to control the powers in your gem, we'll take care of protecting humanity. Okay?
And Amethyst, who's the comic relief of the team. She has a nice kinky whip.
Steven! I'm hungry!
The animation to the show is just beautiful. Originally, it was going to look like a bland Adventure Time knockoff. At the time, the style didn't bother me, but now seeing the 2 styles back to back, the redesign looks more fitting for the show.
Hey, Steven, look at this!
What are you, crazy?
The show has a lot of heart. I can definitely see it leading up to some crucial moments. I really recommend this show for everyone. It will blow your mind.
If every pork chop were perfect,
We wouldn't have hot dogs!
Hey kids, do you like science?
I'm starting to work up some anxiety about this whole thing.
Explosions? And the harming of other human beings? If you said yes to any of these questions, Rick and Morty is for you then. This is probably one of the funniest shows that I watched in a long time.
This is Principal Vagina, no relation.
Meet Morty and his grandpa Rick. They go on crazy adventures for various purposes, either them going into Morty's teacher's dream to get an A, or trying to save the world from intelligent dogs.
Where are my testicles, Summer? Where are my testicles, Summer? They were removed. Where have they gone?
This show is basically a messed up version of Back to the Future, but everything's done so right, I could see it being more than just a parody.
Oh, you're a monster! You're like Hitler, but even Hitler cared about Germany or something.
This is definitely one of Adult Swim's greatest hits. I'm glad people are giving it a chance.
It's just Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty and their adventures, Morty. Rick and Morty forever and forever, 100 years. Rick and Morty some things. Me and Rick and Morty and running around and Rick and Morty time. all day long, forever. 100 days. Rick and Morty forever, 100 times. Over and over, rickandmortyadventures.com. www.rickandmorty.com. www.rickandmortyadventures. 100 years. Every minute, rickandmorty.com. www.100times, rickandmorty.com.
Space Dandy. He's a dandy guy in space.
If Rick and Morty's a science parody, Space Dandy is a space parody, if you couldn't already guess by the title. Space Dandy follows Space Dandy and his crew aboard the Aloha Oi. His crew consists of an out-of-tune robot named Cutie who thinks she's smarter than Space Dandy.
Why are we even talking about this? Can't we let the narrator do the prologue first?
And a cat creature named Meow who usually gets in the way of everything.
I'm an honest-to-goodness, bona fide Beetlejuice.
Damn cat! You're nothing but a useless, pathetic freeloading feline with a bad attitude!
And how can I forget the main protagonist of the show, Space Dandy? He's a swift ladies man who captures aliens for money, so basically Johnny Bravo meets Cowboy Bebop in space. An interesting thing about this anime is that the English dub aired first, then the Japanese dub.
Thank you, boobies.
Suck on that, people who prefer sub. Now, we're the superior race. The animation is pretty impressive. It gets so crazy and out there you have no choice but to take in how amazing it looks. One thing I have to bring up is how ridiculous this show is. It starts up like a cliche concept, but then it ends something really insane and hilarious. It's a great way to mix things up. Occasionally, it'll have a really emotional, deep episode. They're good to show that the show has heart. I recommend Space Dandy to anyone under 30 whose hearts can take how awesome the show is.
You listen! Life comes at you fast, just like a raging current. I don't fight it. Going against the flow just means you're swimming in place. One day you're too tired to paddle, and suddenly you drown. Whole thing was pointless, and now you're dead at the end. No, going with the flow is where it's at. And that's the dandy way to live.
I did it. 4 shows in one video. Maybe I'll try this again, or maybe I'll eat a porcupine. I beg you to at least try one of these shows. See you next video.
This November, it's one brand new episode after another. After another. After another. An entire month filled with brand new episodes of all your favorites.